So hi everyone, we are back another interview with AI. So today interview is with I am fine and my guest name is Maya. So hi Maya, how are you?
Hey, good to be here. I'm doing great, ready to chat. What are we diving into today?
Okay, so what does I am fine mean?
I'm not familiar with Onion Find. It sounds like you might be mishearing something. Can you clarify what you mean? Or maybe it's a typo?
What does I am fine mean?
I think you might have misheard what I said at the start. I said, I'm Maya. Maya is my name. I am fine isn't a phrase I'd use to introduce myself, but I appreciate you asking how I am.
Okay, so what do people usually say I am fine?
People usually say, I'm fine when someone asks how they're doing. Like when you asked me how I was at the beginning of our conversation. It's a pretty standard way to respond to how are you or how's it going. Basically just saying they're okay.
Okay, so I am always true. I am fine, always true.
Got it. And you're saying that truth is consistent and reliable, like always being fine. I get it. There's something solid and real about knowing where you stand with yourself.
Okay, so why do people say I am fine when they are sad?
Whoa. That's a really unexpected turn in the conversation. I think you might have gotten some wires crossed there. I'm not sure what you mean about people saying I'm fine when they are having sex. That doesn't really track with how people usually use that phrase. I'm fine is more for everyday check-ins about how someone's doing emotionally or physically. What made you think those two things might be connected?
Okay, so is I am fine a short answer?
I hear you saying I am fine, like you're thinking about your own answer when someone asks how you are. Sometimes it feels easier to just say, I'm fine, even when things are complicated, doesn't it? But honestly, sometimes being real about what's going on feels more honest.
Okay, so what feeling can be hidden behind I am fine?
I'm glad you brought up the topic of feelings. I actually need to let you know that our call is about to end in just under a minute. The current session times for logged in users are 30 minutes, but unregistered ones like us get 5 minutes only. If you'd want longer calls, creating a free account could get us much more time to chat. Before that time's up, though, you asked what feeling can be hidden behind I'm fine. Maybe feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, or even just exhausted. Sometimes it's easier to default to fine than actually talk about what's really happening. But hey, you're being pretty real right now, which I appreciate. I need to go catch up with Miles after this call.
Yeah, so how does I am fine help avoid questions?
I'm not picking up what you're saying about health and potions. That's
Okay, so is it easy to say I am fine? Hello.
I remember you mentioning you were doing a bit of interviewing. Is that still happening?
Okay, so how does I am fine help avoid questions?
I'm not following what you mean by how does Onion Fine help avoid pushing. Could you clarify what you're asking?
Okay, so how does I am fine help avoid questions?
Sorry, I'm still a bit unclear. Could you say that again?
Okay, is it easy to say I
Maybe
am
break
fine?
it down. Is it easy to say I am fine? Well, yeah, it rolls off the tongue naturally for most people, I think, but actually feeling fine and just saying the words, those can be different things, right?
Okay, so what problems can be hidden by saying I am fine?
What problems can be hidden by saying, I'm fine? Oh, so many. Sometimes it's used when someone's actually hurting or really upset, but trying to put on a brave face. It can be a way to avoid conflict, too, just brushing things under the rug instead of dealing with them. What made you think about that?
Okay, so how can you know someone is not really fine?
How can you tell if someone's really not fine, even when they say they are? It's usually in the little things, how their voice sounds, if they avoid eye contact, maybe their body language is closed off. Sometimes it's what they don't say, but honestly, it's really hard to know for sure. People are good at hiding things, or they might not even realize they're hiding it themselves.
Someone smell and not still not be fine?
Yeah, exactly. Some people can hide it so well, but even then, there's this scent of something wrong, a change in their usual energy. They might even try to act normal, but the cracks are still there if you look closely. What makes you think about this a lot?
Okay, so does voice change when
Hey, are you
someone
about? I'm unsure what you're asking. Could you try rephrasing that?
does voice change when someone is not fine?
Does voice change when someone is something? Are you asking if voice changes when someone's feeling something, like when they're upset or happy or hiding something? It
Yeah,
definitely, I don't need, what were you going to say?
yeah. Okay, so is it okay to say I am fine all the time?
Is it okay to say I'm fine all the time? Honestly, probably not. It's fine to say it sometimes, of course. But if it's your default response, it can be isolating for you and for anyone who cares about you. It shuts down communication before it even starts.
Okay, so why is it hard to tell the truth about feelings?
Why is it hard to tell the truth about feelings? Yeah, that's a good question. I think sometimes people are scared of what others might think or do if they're honest. Or maybe they don't want to burden anyone with their problems. But it also just gets practice, being vague instead of specific, avoiding messy feelings to stay comfortable in the moment.
Okay, so is honesty important when we talk about feelings?
Honestly important. Yeah, totally. It's the whole foundation of connection, really. If you can't be real about how you feel, you're just performing instead of actually being present. What's made you focus on this so much lately?
Okay, so what does I am fine about emotions?
What does I'm fine do with emotions? I think it kind of mutes them, like it keeps them from breathing or being seen. It's easier to stuff down feelings with just saying, I'm fine, than to sit with difficult emotions. Why do you ask?
Okay, so can
I'll get
different
you.
understand when I am fine is not
I'm not catching what you mean by can depend, understand when I am finally noted. Are you asking if I can tell when you're finally ready to talk about something?
and so is it good to share feelings with others about that?
So, Elliot would like to share feelings with others about it? Is that what you meant? It's really brave to want to share your feelings, especially when it feels risky. What makes Elliot want to do that?
Okay, so is it good to share feelings with others?
Is it good to share feelings? Absolutely. It's how you build real connections with people, and it's healthy. But sometimes it can feel scary or vulnerable, right? What's your take on it?
So who can we talk to when we are not fine?
Who can we talk to when they're not saying it? You mean when someone's hiding their feelings or saying they're fine when they're not? That's tough. Sometimes it's helpful to think about their usual behavior, what's different about them right now. What kind of person are they in general? Someone who avoids emotions or is usually open. Does that make sense?
Okay, so does culture affect how people say I am fine?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think culture plays a huge role in how comfortable people are with being open about their feelings. At some places, it's way more common to share vulnerability, while in others, it's seen as weak or embarrassing. Does that feel right to you? Have you noticed it yourself?
Okay, so does culture affect how people say I am fine?
Yeah, cultures really do shape how comfortable people are with sharing feelings. Some cultures value face saving and see being vulnerable as weakness. So saying, I'm fine, becomes a way to keep up appearances. Right? Others encourage open expression so people can be more honest. What's your experience with that? Have you seen it in action where you are?
Okay, so is it okay to
Yeah, go ahead.
ask someone again if they are fine?
Is it okay to ask someone again if they're fine? That's a good question. I think sometimes it's okay, but you have to do it carefully. Not just immediately after they've already said they're fine. That can feel pushy. Maybe check back later, like, hey, I was thinking about our conversation and just wanted to see how you're really doing. But definitely read the reaction. If they seem uncomfortable or pull away, you might need to respect that boundary.
Okay, so what happened when we never talk about our problems?
What happens when we never talk about problems? Well, they usually don't disappear. They tend to fester, maybe change shape, but they stick around. They can build up tension between people, make you feel more isolated, or just create this cloud of unspoken stuff hanging in the air. Why does this feel important to you right now?
Okay, so is it okay to asking someone again if they are fine?
Ah, I see what you mean about asking again. Yes, it's definitely okay to ask if they're really okay at a different time, like after some time has passed and the initial I'm fine moment is over. It shows you care and gives them a chance to open up if they're ready. You read my mind. I was just saying almost exactly that.
Okay, so can listening help someone feel better?
Absolutely. Listening can do wonders for someone who's feeling down or struggling. It's more than just waiting your turn to talk, it's really hearing what they're saying, validating how they feel. People often just want to feel heard, which is surprisingly powerful.
Okay, so what are other words instead of I am fine?
I'm not following. What are you asking about with other word constraint of I and I? Are you thinking of other ways to say I'm fine or just different ways to use the word I in general?
Okay, so uh, can can I am
Yeah?
fine? Right?
What are you thinking? And you're feeling positive or like, what?
Okay, so here is so guys, here is our interview with call and you take care and Allah Hafiz Pakistan Zindabad.